What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's take a look at some of our college basketball picks for Tuesday, March 7th slate of games. Before we get into our picks tonight, right now, all memberships on our website, bearsprofitplays.com, are half off. For as low as $5 a month, you can get our best plays for the month. We are running the discount for championship week in college basketball and the start of March Madness, so you only have 2 weeks to take advantage of this deal. So go get yourself a membership and let's keep winning. All right, let's break down our games from tonight. Trey, start us off.
Yes, my game was Sacramento State versus Weber State, and it's going on right now. I have the under of the game of 126.5, so it looks like it's going to be pretty close. I think we might be getting it. It's a really low total, so we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, I have a double play tonight. The San Francisco Dons plus 13.5 and the over 159.5. I have 2 Red Bulls down in me, so that game starts in 45 minutes. I'll be up till about 5 a.m. tonight watching that game. Teats?
Yeah, I had the lone finish game tonight, and as you can see, I have the lone L so far, ending my 5-game win streak. And let me tell you, I think this is what's happening. It's the fact that I'm talking about Youngstown State and talk about how their offense is so good that they are just deciding that they don't want to show up. And you know what? Positivity, it's fine. Bunch of young men, they're trying their best. They're just looking not good against teams that I'm picking. I actually thought to myself when I was picking this game that Northern Kentucky reminded me of Robert Morris. And what did Robert Morris do to Youngstown State? They just thrashed them. And Northern Kentucky, I guess I didn't even say what the bet was. If you guys don't remember, I took Youngstown State minus 3.5, and Northern Kentucky won straight up 75-63. Youngstown State lost by 14. They typically score 83 points a game and give up 72. The defense gave up about the average that they give up, but the offense scored 20 less points. So, yay me.
Yeah, that game was tough to watch. I caught a little bit of it, and I had to flip that game off. But let's move on to our picks for tonight. Trey, start us off.
No one's going to be flipping off of this game. You know what? We all knew that this was going to be my favorite pick of the slate, and I'm running it on the YouTube. My love for Marist cannot be denied. And these two teams have played each other twice this season, with both games going to the road team in blowouts. Manhattan won the first game in Marist by 11 points. Marist followed up the rematch, winning in Manhattan by 23. And that game in Manhattan that Marist won was only 2 weeks ago, so it is rather recent. So that is why I'm going Marist plus 1.5. I'm giving out my pick. You guys don't even need to hear what I'm going to say because you knew I was going this way. And it makes me smile that Vegas thinks that Marist has a chance to win this game in advance because these boys deserve it. Because if not now, then when? Like, come on. This is the moment that we will witness the greatest run in March Madness history. Marist deserves to go on this run more than any other team in college basketball. Well, you know, maybe that's my heart talking because they are actually a very rough team and they are dead last in the MAC this season, the real MAC, as me and Teats like to say, with a 6-14 conference record. But they play with a lot of heart, and that's why I love them. With Patrick Gardner leading them at the helm, Gardner is averaging 18.8 points per game. That is absurd. The only problem with that is he accounts for over 30% of his team's total points. If Gardner gets in foul trouble, that is a rough go for Marist, and it's hard for them to compete. So someone's going to have to step up for Marist to give them a chance to win this game. And I'm looking at Noah Harris. Harris has been consistent all season long, and he's averaging 14.5 points per game in his 2 matchups versus Manhattan. So I think he's going to continue to show up against them in this game. But Manhattan is no slouch. You know, I got to give them their due. They're 6th in the MAC with a 10-10 conference record. Not too good, though. But most of their scoring does come from their starters. Their starters account for over 85% of their team's total points. So look for Marist to kind of get their team in foul trouble. See if they have to go to their bench and then force Manhattan to struggle offensively. Manhattan is favored in this game as well, and they are 1-5 ATS this season whenever they're favorites heading into a game. And here's my favorite trend to hammer at home. The underdog in this matchup is 5-1 ATS in the last 6 meetings. Hammer Marist and watch them advance so I can bet on them again in the next round.
Trey, can I get you to take the money line or no? Is that out of the question here?
Nope, because I could see a good situation that, you know what, they're winning, and I'm cheering so hard, and then they lose on a buzzer beater, and then I'm sitting here questioning why the hell did I not take the +1.5?
Okay, fair enough. I'll let you have that +1.5. But for my play tonight, I will go with the ACC, a Power 5 school finally tournament. Looking at the Georgia Tech versus Florida State game, these teams are about as close as you can get stats-wise on offense. Both teams are scoring 69.6 points per game. There's a very small differential in shooting percentage, as well as Florida State is shooting 43.7%, and Georgia Tech is shooting 42.4% from the field. The big difference comes on the defensive side of the ball, as Georgia Tech is allowing 70.5 points per game compared to Florida State's 76.7 points per game. Florida State is giving up the second worst field goal percentage as well to opposing teams. Another big differential comes from rebounding for both teams. Georgia Tech is collecting 36.6 rebounds per game, which is the 5th best in the ACC, and Florida State is dead last in rebounds per game, grabbing 31.1. The spread here is Georgia Tech -1.5. I'm going to take the money line. When teams are close like this, and you don't really know stats-wise who to take, not saying that Georgia Tech doesn't have the better stats, but the way Georgia Tech has been playing the last couple of games is why I'm taking them here. They finished the season on a 3-game winning streak, covering the spread in all 3 games, and they won as an underdog in 2 of those 3 games. Florida State's, besides the fluke, I call it a fluke against Miami, had lost 7 straight games, not covering the spread in any of those games. Georgia Tech is coming into this game playing better. I think they're a better team all around. I'm going to take them to advance tomorrow night. Teats?
So let's get back to some action, because it is the MAAC conference, and I am looking at the St. Peter's Peacocks versus the Fairfield Stags. I had to go with this game because Grady Dick is not playing, so how else can I talk about Peacocks besides taking the team? Just kidding. The last time I've taken Fairfield, and honestly last couple of times I've even looked at them for my own personal use for betting, I faded them. Supreme Cook, love the dude, love the name. He's averaging 13 points, 8.5 rebounds, but he's really the only thing that Fairfield has going for them consistently on a nightly basis. And just to give you a head-to-head look for St. Peter's and Fairfield, as you can see, I'm kind of skipping, not talking about St. Peter's much. I'll explain why. Fairfield won in Fairfield, 67-55. So that's a 12-point win. And then they won in St. Peter's 56-52, which is a 4-point win. My thought is you put them on a neutral court. It should be kind of law of averages right in the middle. So we're looking at 61 points scored, give or take. But here's the thing with these two teams. Fairfield's offense, they score 65 points per game. That's 369th in the nation. And they allow 65 points per game as well, which is 59th. St. Peter's, Isaiah Dasher, he's leading with 13.5 points. He's shooting 38% from the field to get there, though. And he's really the only person to talk about from St. Peter's. Offensively, they're scoring 61.7 points per game, which comes up to a big 419th in the NCAA Division I basketball. The defense also allows only 65 points per game, and they're sitting at 53rd based off of the decimal. So both teams' defense is pretty good. Both teams' offense, non-existent. So the under of 124.5 is my play, and I will take them down to 120.5. Here's the deal. That is such a pitiful number, especially when we're getting closer to the conference championships, that I feel like Vegas wants us to take the over. And I'm telling you right now that these two offenses are so bad and these two defenses are not actually the worst, that I would not be surprised for a 52-48 type of ball game. I'll probably talk an 85-80 ball game into existence by saying all of this, but I'm telling you these two teams are not very good, and the fact that we get to watch them during conference tournaments is hysterical, and I will watch every minute of it. So give me the under. I would lean Fairfield in this matchup, but I will take the under down to 120.5.
All right, guys, that'll do it for our college basketball picks and predictions. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.